Hi everybody, welcome back to Better You, where we get better every day without needing to be perfect. Today we're diving deeper into magnetic personality. What makes somebody attractive, confident, and charming? These are real learnable skills and they can change your life at work, in relationships, and in how you carry yourself. So the good news, everybody, is that charisma is a skill. It's not magic. Psychology says that charisma isn't something that you're born with. Instead, it's a mix of behaviors that you can start learning. And this is very important to learn because looking confident and delivering a powerful message makes leaders seem trustworthy and competent in all different fields of life, even in politics. It's one of the most important tools that can help people to succeed in their lives. For example, think of Barack Obama and his calm body with a strong message and how all of that drew people in. Remember that charisma is more about what you do than who you really are. We can identify 3 charismatic styles that you can use in order to appear more charismatic. So this can happen through power, warmth, or presence. So power means being confident or decisive, and by warmth we mean empathetic and caring, and by presence we mean fully in the moment and really listening. And it's very important to use what matches your personality. For example, if you're a naturally shy person, you might choose presence, being fully there for someone else. So again, it's important to choose your style and grow it consistently. Here is something interesting about confidence. You need to show confidence before you feel it. Confidence influences others, even when you're not confident deep down. So you can use power poses, visualize a past success, dress in clothes that make you feel strong. So for example, before a meeting, stand tall for 2 minutes and picture a success from last year. So if you act confident, confidence will follow. And don't forget to use attention and active listening to build your charisma. Remember that eye contact and focused listening make people feel seen, and that inspires trust. According to research by Harvard Business, leaders rated 47% higher in trust when they practiced presence. So, for example, instead of replying quickly, you can repeat part of what they said, like, you felt excited about that. The make people feel heard is a magnetic tool. Body language is also another powerful tool. That's your silent ally. More than half of communication is nonverbal, through posture, gestures, and eye contact. And it really matters. So it's important to practice how to use your posture and your natural hand gestures in order to highlight your words. So, for example, when making a point, open palms or a gentle gesture to emphasize sincerity can reinforce what you say. Let your body speak confidence and warmth. And don't forget to smile. According to a study, smiling increases brain blood flow and spreads good energy. So start a conversation with a simple, warm smile before giving some praise. I mean, genuine praise to somebody like a colleague. It will make all the difference. Authenticity is also crucial. By authenticity, we mean being genuinely yourself, not a fake version, not a version that you think people want, but the real you with your beliefs, emotions, values, and imperfections. But being authentic doesn't mean saying everything that's on your mind without thinking or showing your weaknesses in a careless way. Real authenticity is about being honest, self-aware, and respectful while staying true to your values. Now, the question is, why is authenticity so attractive? Authentic people are magnetic because they're trustworthy. When you're real, people feel safe around you, they feel that you're not pretending, and they feel that they can be themselves too. In today's world, which is full of filters, fake smiles, and forced perfection, authenticity is refreshing and it cuts through the noise. To give you an example, imagine two speakers. One gives a perfect speech, but it feels rehearsed and robotic. However, the other stumbles once or twice, but it speaks with heart and real emotion. Which one would you remember? Usually, the one who was real because they made you feel something. So, authenticity is a daily practice of letting go of who we think we are supposed to be and embracing who we really are. That means it's a choice, it's a repeated brave decision to show up as yourself. So, to be authentic, you need to be honest but gentle at the same time. So you can say what you really think or feel, but don't use honesty as an excuse to hurt others. For example, we can't say, "Oh, that's a stupid idea," if you don't like something. But you can say, "I see where you're coming from, but I think I'd approach that differently." It's also alright to show your imperfections, so people connect more with someone who shares struggles and growth than someone who pretends that they are flawless. So, for example, you can say, "I used to struggle with public speaking. I still get nervous sometimes, but now I use this strategy to stay focused." And it's very important to avoid pretending, so don't fake interest, happiness, or agreement just to be liked. Instead, you can say, "I don't know much about that, but I'd love to learn," or "I'd love to learn more." Or you can say, "I see your point, but I think I have a different perspective." And you should also live what you speak. If you say you care about your health, do your actions show that? If you believe in honesty, are you honest with yourself? So that alignment between your words and your actions is what builds trust. Here is another interesting point. Tell stories that matter. So, why does storytelling make you magnetic? It's because people don't remember data. They remember emotion. They remember stories that made them feel something. Stories create connection and empathy. They make abstract ideas real, and they help others see themselves in you. That's why charismatic speakers, whether it's Oprah Winfrey or Steve Jobs, use stories to captivate people's hearts and minds. Neuroscience shows that when we hear stories, our brains light up in the same way as if we were experiencing the event ourselves. That's called neural coupling. It makes your words powerful, memorable, and relatable. So you can share personal moments, especially struggles, lessons, and growth. Use details, and you can also be vulnerable, but always end with insight or hope. When you tell your story, you give someone else permission to tell theirs. Another insight about the power of minor imperfections. Imperfections can make you more likable. We often believe that we need to be perfect to be loved, but research shows the opposite. In a 1966 experiment, psychologist Elliot Aronson discovered that people found competent individuals who made a small mistake more attractive than those who appeared flawless. So people feel more comfortable with you when you show you're human, you can laugh at yourself, and when you're not obsessed with appearing perfect. So if you spill some water on yourself, you can smile and say, well, at least now I am hydrated. Instead of damaging their image, this makes them seem approachable and confident enough to laugh at themselves. So the main takeaway here is, imperfections only hurt your image if you're insecure about them or if you try to hide them. But when you embrace your flaws, people feel relaxed and safe around you. You don't need to be flawless, you need to be real and relaxed about your flaws. So don't hide small mistakes, acknowledge them with calm humor, and share past failures as part of your journey, not as shame. Be okay with being in progress. Here is another insight about cause and vision. Purpose makes you magnetic because people are naturally drawn to those who believe in something, stand for something, or live with a clear direction. A magnetic person isn't just confidence, they're driven by meaning. This could be helping others grow, creating something beautiful, solving a problem in the world, protecting the environment, or inspiring people to heal or change. Having a clear cause gives your life energy, and people feel that energy when they are around you. Think of someone saying, I want to build a life where young people feel confident to express themselves. That's why I'm starting this project. So, this kind of clarity inspires people. They will want to follow, support, or learn from you. So, define your why. What matters to you beyond money or fame? Talk about your cause in conversations. It shows some depth. And remember, when you speak with purpose, people will want to be part of your journey. A final recap: to develop a magnetic personality, focus on learning charisma behaviors, choosing your style, is it power, warmth, or presence, acting confident, listening actively, and of course, mastering body language. Radiating warmth was also an important tool. Being authentic, telling personal stories, and embracing imperfection can all be very powerful strategies to help you with that. And also, don't forget to live a real purpose. Start with one area this week, maybe active listening, and build from there. Every small step makes you more magnetic. If this resonates, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Which step will you practice first? Share your journey and let's improve together. Remember, not perfect, but better every day. See you soon, everybody.